Hey, my friend, inviting you into a moment to sink into the energy of this upcoming new moon on July 17th, which is all about very, very deep self-care and a deep return to the innermost places of you that you may not have seen, felt, or visited for quite some time. Like we're talking that deep within. There's a really cool journey to this new moon. I'm going to go through what's happening and how to work with it and how to invite in the most healing energy from some very powerful stuff that's happening. Okay, so this moon, first of all, happens in the sign of Cancer. Cancer is all about self-care, all about that deep, innermost, most private, tender, emotional place deep inside you. The opposite, of course, is the mansion of Capricorn. Capricorn is where we build and achieve and succeed and accomplish. And Cancer, on the other side of the zodiac, is that very deep, private, innermost, deep feeling self. So there's this invitation for a very deep reset of returning to that inner space, to what truly, truly, truly nourishes you. And it's a big new moon energy. Let's break down the pieces of this. Starting with, this moon is happening in an opposition to Pluto. So across the zodiac, from this deep place of inward, this inward space in Cancer, this new moon is opposing Pluto. Pluto is the energy of total transformation, total death and rebirth. And oppositions often feel like something coming at you from the outside world. So this energy may feel really intense. And the invitation here, first of all, is to surrender to the emotion that's beneath that place of enormosity of whatever feelings or experiences might be going on. What are the very tender and deep feelings that are underneath that? Because again, this new moon is about a return to a deeper level of you than you might even remember in this lifetime, because that's how deep Pluto goes. Pluto breaks us open to the core. And in this new moon, it's about inviting the feeling down to the core, inviting the feelings that need to be felt, the sadness, the rage, the grief, whatever it is, the sorrow, the longing, the seeking, whatever is hidden in that deep place. This is what you may be being brought into as the first piece of this new moon journey. And I'm going to invite you to embrace this and to do that by allowing the feelings, allowing the emotion to move, allowing yourself to be with the energy that's present. Pluto is also all about connecting to personal power. And sometimes that energy that makes up your power might feel so intense that your mind or your current human self might not actually know what to do with it. So the what to do in this moment, if the energy, if the intensity feels strong, is actually really clear. First of all, self-care, go inward, feel the feelings, allow the energy to be present, which allows it to move. And if you can surrender to this process, you're going to come into so much more clarity on the other side of this reset that's happening. There's also a loose square with Chiron, which is about really moving you forward on that journey of mastery over the wounded places. So in a square, this is like where the wound shows up, but we choose not to be governed by it anymore. You may feel it, but it doesn't have to rule the show. And the question often is, okay, how do we do that? So let's look at the rest of the players in this new moon for more about how to make this happen. And I need a sip of tea. Okay. So Neptune is in a trine with this moon. Neptune is the planet of our connection to spirit. So you are powerfully, powerfully resourced, as always, but there's a really powerful, strong flow of energy during this new moon to your connection to spirit. So tapping into your spiritual practice, deepening into that connection is the first piece here. There's also a sextile with the planet Uranus. And Uranus always brings like lightning, unexpected, electric feeling, downloads and uploads of sudden change, where things shift out of the blue. And this can be really amazing and powerful. It might come as something that feels really unexpected, but Uranus brings shakeups. It brings that lightning flash of waking you up. And the sextile is also a powerful, productive working relationship. So when you work with this new moon, because sextiles require our engagement in some way, when you work with this new moon by allowing the depths of going into that Cancer private feeling tender space, you're also opening up the possibility for these like next level lightning like totally change the game shifts to happen. So allow yourself to go there, allow yourself to be broken open. Know that Uranus is participating in waking us all up to higher levels of consciousness, even as we speak. All right, lastly, there's two aspects with Venus going on during this new moon. And these are important. Here's why. Let me go through them first. Venus is in the angle called the semi-sextile with this new moon. Semi-sextile is the 30-degree angle. It's not super major. It's going to be less in your face, but it's important. It's like bringing kind of two slightly different energies together, and they're like somehow they need to work in a little bit more productive way, okay? And the energies that are coming together in this relationship are Venus, the heart center opening, and the moon, which represents our unconscious, all those deep feelings. So there's this way really beautifully that the depth of our emotional unconscious body and the opening of our heart are asking to just come into harmony just a bit more. And I'll invite you in this moment to just breathe in and simply invite your heart and your unconscious emotional body to merge in this moment. Breathing in deeply, setting that intention, and living in the question, if you choose, especially over the next few days of this new moon, and over the journey of Venus retrograde that's coming up. I'm going to invite you, if you choose, to simply set the intention that these deep unconscious emotional spaces and the open heart can choose to come together, can support you, that the unconscious places can be worked with in a powerful way through dropping into the heart, through connecting to that heart center. So breathing that in, you don't need to know all the how of this, but I'll invite you, if you choose, to intend and breathe into that heart space and set the clarity for yourself that your unconscious and your heart center are coming together, are joining forces, are powerfully supporting you. The second Venus angle and the last important piece of this new moon for now is that Venus is also in an inconjunct angle with Neptune. So at the same moment that this new moon happens, Venus, representing our heart center, is in a relationship with Neptune, representing our connection to spirit. And the angle here of the inconjunct is like a new choice point. I like to think of this one like a puzzle piece that just no longer fits. Somehow you've evolved beyond the old picture, and there's something new being asked of you. Like a new level of mastery is being asked of you, and it's happening in the realm of your connection to spirit and your connection to your heart center. So there's so much going on in this moon with our emotions, our unconscious, our connection to spirit, our connection to the heart. Our hearts are being asked to open. And the last piece to be aware of here is that the shadow of Neptune can be cloudiness or uncertainty. So if there's anything going on that feels like uncertainty or fogginess, or it's just not clear, especially in the realm of relationships or heart stuff or of money, because Venus also rules money. It's how we give and receive and how much we allow in to our field. So last little piece to just be aware of is that if there's cloudiness, especially over these days of the new moon, I'm recording this on Friday, July 14th. The new moon actually happens on July 17th. And in this time frame, if there's cloudiness, if there's uncertainty in relationships and money, more is going to come to light, because Venus right now is just about to go on her retrograde journey. And everything that's happening right now with Venus, which includes these last couple pieces I just described, all about the heart, the unconscious, the emotions, the receiving, everything that's happening right now with Venus is like the preview version of what's up for you. This is the movie trailer version. This is the preview of what you're going to be asked to go more deeply into and release, clear, and heal in order that that heart center can be fully open, in order that you can be that full receiver of everything that you're here to do and to have and to experience and to live. So once again, I'm going to invite you to breathe deeply into that heart space in this moment, choosing to allow and intend that the energy of that portal of your heart can open and expand so beautifully. Even if it feels a little foggy, a little confusing, you can trust this space. You can trust your heart. You can trust what you know. You don't have to know all the pieces about how everything will work out, but you can trust the energy of what your heart knows. And that's what you're being asked to lean so deeply into here. And that deep, intuitive, heart-fueled connection to your purpose, to your joy, to all of who you are, to all that you're here to receive. Breathing in this intention, if it resonates, and I'll invite you to choose to send your energy forward into the upcoming retrograde and into this new alignment of the unconscious, the emotional body, the connection to spirit, and the open heart, allowing the power of Neptune, connection to spirit, to support you, and allowing that energy of Uranus to shake things up and bring in sudden elevated change as we move into this journey of Venus going retrograde in Leo, and showing us very deeply and very clearly what's up for us each as individuals to be released, cleared, to be the most full, open receiver of goodness that you can be. If you're interested in going deeper into that journey, I'm going to drop the link in the comments for my pop-up Venus retrograde group, where I'll be walking you step by step through this entire transit over the upcoming 8 weeks we're going to be together. So join me there if you want to go in a deep dive and clear even deeper everything that's ready to be released right now. Meantime, please like and subscribe and share if this has been helpful, and I will see you soon. Happy new moon in Cancer, and take great care.